Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another brand new Let's Play. Yeah, there was. Let me turn up the mic a little bit. There was actually a starting sort of cutscene thingy. Just gonna overwrite this one. Who cares? So there was, like how Ratchet Size Matters had that, because this is still made by the same people, so it's still gonna do about the same thing. Oh my god! I just realized that horror that sometimes is Secret Agent Clank. All right, let me talk about some past feelings I used to have for this game. So when I was a kid, I hated this game. I didn't think that I could ever hate a Ratchet game, but I did. And this was the one that I ended up hating. Real quick, if you get caught by the spotlight, I think it's someone's dogs. I thought some of them do. Oh, there they are. Okay. Yeah, so there are missiles that can come at you, but hey, they're usually... Okay. God, there's so much to talk about. So pretty much I used to just not really like this game very much, and it was always like, oh, I prefer Size Matters because at least that's a regular Ratchet game. It plays like what Ratchet should, I guess, technically play as, and this one's just too weird and it's too annoying. It does have parts that are very annoying, much like with anything that this game has, or anything that these games seem to do. The whole poker game, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and it's awful. The rhythm game stuff is just awful anyway. Not because it's awful to play it, but because they take forever to go through. And I mean forever. But after playing the game as I got older, I started to kind of understand that this game was a little bit more interesting and actually not even that bad of a game to play, really. So, just because, let's talk about a few things. Secret Agent Clank works the same way as a normal Ratchet game works, but think of it more along the lines of an actual true spin-off, where you can play as Ratchet, yes, but Clank is, it's a bit different. You also get stealth bonuses, which also give you XP, funny enough, which is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of really unique things that this game does tend to do. If you get past an entire section without getting caught by anybody or whatever, you will get a stealth bonus, therefore, again, giving you even more XP. Well, mainly just an XP bonus. There should be a way to, I thought, hide behind these things, but I guess not. Oh well. Well, I got caught. Who cares? Let's just get out of here. Alright, for this section, you can just hide in these statues, and yeah. The whole point of the game is, it's essentially... Honestly, I mean, if anything, it's very... I guess you could argue Sly Cooper meets Ratchet with the way it does things, because again, there's stealth in this game, so... I'm not going to fight these guys. I think you can and kill them, but... Really, there's just no... I feel like there's just no point in doing so, because... They would take too damn long to kill with the amount of stuff I have. Because Clank himself does have a combo system much akin to like how Ratchet does. But unlike Ratchet, it's a little like... You can't really do square and air right now, but hey. Oh well. Strafe's about the same as it was. It's still Size Matters-esque, but... Okay, yeah, 3 Tyrang should be enough. These things do come back, but I don't think you get to keep the ammo for it, though. Alright, nice. Yeah, weapon experience works the same way. Your health experience works the same way. When you kill enemies, you get more health. That sort of thing. And of course, on top of that, you also have a stealth bonus. So realistically speaking, the entire idea of this game is actually really cool. But there's parts of this game that really show that some things just don't work out the way they probably expected it to. But I got to admit, the more I've played it, it's like, wow, okay, this game's actually not bad, because I used to really hate this game as a kid. Here's our first gadget. This is the Blackout Pen. Essentially what this is, it's a non-upgradable weapon. It's just an actual gadget. I don't know why they have an experience bar below it. I think that's just to showcase, like, hey, you can't upgrade it. Basically what that does is it gives you the ability to knock out lasers and such, and stop them from, hurting you. It just knocks out lasers. It's all pretty pretty obvious when you're watching me do it, but... Oh yeah, so stealth takedowns are kind of a key aspect of this game too. Like, you can get away with just doing normal combat if you wanted to, but a lot of the time you'll probably end up doing a lot of stealth takedowns to save yourself the trouble of having to deal with bullshit. So, and I don't think you can blackout pin normal normal enemies, I don't think. And yes, you'll have to watch this little cutscene every single time you do this, so... Basically, yeah, this is a stealth game through and through, but with the Ratchet style. It's both at the same time, and it does a pretty good job at actually being both, technically speaking. I'm not going to lie, it does a pretty okay job at that. But like I said, it does suffer the unfortunate high-impact games bullshit that we've all come to know and love. By the way, don't waste all of your pen on just random things. Like, yeah, you get a little bit more... You do get XP from using it on lasers and such, like bonus XP. Well, bonus stealth XP and what have you. But you're really better off just only using it for things that you really need to use it for. Because wasting it on random things is just going to eventually make it to where... I think these guys can be blackout. Yes, they can. Using it on random objects is just going to end up wasting your pen more so than it's going to really help you in the long run. And you never know, you might need that pen for something specific, so just keep that in mind. For right now, I think it's okay to start blasting things a little bit, but not go too crazy. I think you can take these guys... I thought you could take these guys out. Well, I guess smacking them on accident would cause that to happen. Alright, dogs die usually in about one hit or two. They're not that bad to deal with, so thankfully. And yeah, you can't destroy the robot guys, the drones, with ties. Nothing to getting spirits from it. Hey. Just realized those are just pure pixel art. What the hell? Alright, these are movable lasers. These ones I think actually damage you rather than the red ones. I think red ones just get you caught. But as far as I'm aware, yeah. Again, you don't need to do all of these at all. I'm just doing it because why not? I get a few little extra things out of it, so... You'll also notice that I'm jumping, but I'm not initiating a double jump. And before anybody might think, like, oh god, this game does not have a double jump. Oh no. This is straight up an actual Clank game. Like, for real. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. This game, even though it's a Clank game, it doesn't exactly make Clank even remotely bad. This, along with Crack in Time, is the best that Clank has ever played. Just ever. And yes, you can buy new... Not really moves, kind of, sort of, but in a way, kind of. You can buy new weapons, you can buy sort of new combo potential stuff, too. I'm not kidding about that. This is your full combo right now, but yes, you can buy a fourth hit of a combo. It's crazy. If I haven't sold you on Secret Agent Clank yet, I probably never will, because there's aspects of this game that I will argue are really just kind of obnoxious. There's quirk sections. Ratchet's entire thing is just essentially an arena fight. That's all he does. I messed up the thing there, but that's okay. Even if you mess up, you still have weapons. You can take them out. It's not a big deal. But yeah. So... all Ratchet does is he's essentially, like I said, just an arena fight thing. That's all he does. Throughout the entire game. You never play as Ratchet and Clank together. You only ever play as them. Something else that's kind of neat, too. Technically, technically Size Matters did it, too, because you do have to aim in with your guns to shoot objects. But this game actually makes it to where your weapons are, well, also kind of like a little bit of a gadget. It really, truly is a Secret Agent Clank game. Now, here's something to keep in mind, too. I like how the game shows it off, like, oh, here's Ratchet. By grabbing this, you will allow Ratchet to have it when it comes time to play Ratchet. So, that is not a gun for us to use. Can you actually stealth kill these guys? No, you cannot. But you can break them. As far as I know, they don't do anything to you, so... But yeah, this game is really, like, actually genuinely really cool. And then it fucks you. And then it goes back to being cool. And then it fucks you. It's just, you're going to have to take the good with the bad. That's the best way I can put it. That's the only way I can really put it. And for those that know what I'm talking about, I'm sure you're probably having flashbacks and PTSD flashbacks from the constant rhythm games and shit. And I don't blame you, because that was just annoying. I forget how to get that. I think you might have to double jump. Oh, well, I spoiled it, but I'm sure there's a way to get it. Just dead offhand, I don't remember it right now. Let me see here. Yeah, try not to mess up the actual initiating the stealth attack, because that can happen. You can easily mess that up. Let me mute my mic real quick. This is bugging the shit out of me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry. I had a lot of mucus build up my throat there. I don't want to be like DSP and just cough right in the mic. I'm trying not to, at the very least. Alright, so to get past here without getting caught. I mean, you don't have to fight everybody, because, again, you do get stealth bonuses if you do happen to end up getting through a spot without too much trouble. So it's really just kind of up to the player at that point. How you want to, take things on. There we go. I don't know if keeping people alive gives you more points or not. I assume probably not. Oh, that's also scary. Oh, I got caught somehow. But I have no idea why. But hey, I mean, it happened. It's too late now. So I guess the yellow lasers don't do damage to you. If that's the case. If they turned them off, I don't know why they would. Look, it's been a while since I played this game, so I don't really exactly remember everything about it. There's going to be things I'm just going to forget. That's going to happen. Okay, so yeah, yellow does not do damage to you. Alright, well, good to know. Yeah, Tyrang actually does attack multiple enemies at once. Think of like Buzzblades, sort of. Without being as strong as Buzzblades, technically speaking, but relatively still pretty close. Alright, now we have jet boots. We can finally now double jump. And this is where the game begins to break. Not really break, but this is where it really takes off to being like, okay, I'm in it now. Like, we're in it to win it. They really did a good job at making Clank feel really fun in this game. And that's a surprise. Alright, as soon as you get double jump, you're gonna have to do a fucking rhythm game. The whole way through, mind you. I'm not kidding. It is just stupid why they would make this a thing to begin with. Oh my god. And you can restart the challenge, that's great, but holy shit, man. Again, high impact games. If you're gonna blame anybody, you might as well blame them. So the idea is, if you fuck up, you'll just take damage. And of course, if you die, well, that sucks. There is, as far as I remember, there's skill points for not breaking rhythm, I think. Maybe. But we're not getting skill points, and we're not 100% in the game because I'm not going to do that. I did that as a kid, and I'm not doing it now. I'm impressed I even was able to do it as a kid. And if you think this is the worst that it's going to get, oh man, you're in for a surprise. Hell, I'm actually in for a surprise. I kind of forgot that these things were this fucking long until after I started playing it again. Look at all this shit. We're going to do like, what, 4 steps? Oh yeah, it goes super slow. Because of course he would. Oh my, all that for just that. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they really wanted to do the Rhythm Thief game, whatever it's called. I forget the name of it, but I can see the inspiration behind it. I would have rather just, if you're going to do a rhythm game like this, why would you make it this long? That's my biggest gripe. Like, it goes on for so fucking long. Like, yeah, Sly Cooper, you could say, like, well, Sly Cooper did that. It had, like, a super long, had all those dance scenes where they go on for a while. Also, nice reusing area. Look at this shit. I hope you're good at rhythm games. You know? Because fucking hell, like, alright, really, realistically, like, what Ratchet and Clank player is gonna play this game and then all of a sudden think to themselves, man, I really want to play a rhythm game? Probably not very many. Oh, I fucked up. Like, if you fuck up once, I don't think it's all that bad. I think it depends on how bad you fuck up. What the fucking shit? Oh, I still won. Yeah, dear God, dude. It gets really... Sometimes it just gets really bad. Well, we're almost done. We got like maybe 2 more rhythm games to go through. And these guys cannot see anywhere unless it's right in front of their flashlight, so... I somehow fucked that up. Something else, too, I've kind of thought of over the years was, like, I wonder if... Or, like, back in the day, or even right now, actually, it's just like, I wonder if the timing on these is just broken or not. Because sometimes, like, it looks fine. Like, when you're doing it normally, like, when you're doing, how do I put it? I don't know. They don't feel super lenient, but also not super strict either. It's a very odd thing, and a very annoying thing to have. And it makes playing the game, like replay value, go down tremendously. And again, keep in mind that this is the first fucking thing we do. Remember that Simon Says minigame from South Park Stick of Truth? Well, imagine having to do the one that goes crazy, but you actually have to do it. That's this game. That's these sections of this game. And we're done. Click your heels and we're out. Oh my dear God. Yeah, the game is short for the most part, but... And they do break the pace by allowing you to have fun with Ratchet, if you want to call that fun. Oh, yeah. You heard me right. Yep. God, I still don't much care for this at all, in the slightest. It's so mediocre. It's not Secret Agent Clank as a whole. Like, there's good stuff when you're playing Clank. When you're actually playing Clank, it's fine. But dear God, also the Walloper makes a return. Yes, the Walloper makes a return. From Ratchet 1. I'm not kidding. And it can be upgraded. I shit you not. Now the worst gun in the entire game, the Shard Gun. Just the pinnacle of ass. But hey, look at that. Look how fast you swipe. Ain't that cool? Yeah, kind of. God, imagine showing this to my friends. Jesus Christ, they'll hate me for that. They'll be like, what the fuck, dude? This is not Ratchet anymore. Like the rhythm game shit. They're like, you have to do that all the time? Like, yeah, pretty much. But like I said, this game is good when you're not doing the really shitty parts. Which there seems to be a good amount of. You can hold down the Walloper and actually keep continuously using it, which is pretty cool, I guess. And you can't seem to attack enemies when they're spawning in, which is stupid as fuck, but hey. I think you can destroy the elevator thingies, I thought. Yeah, you can. There's no reason to, as far as I remember. I don't think you get anything from it, but hey. And every once in a while, the game, the arena will change to have something unique in it. You probably should expect that to be a thing, because, I mean... Yeah. It does make sense for it to do. These guys I usually use Shard Gun on, but... Fuck them. I don't know why I do. They just seem to be the most easiest target to hit with it for some reason, I guess. In my head. Yeah, I'm not having the most fun right now, but that's to be expected, I guess. As like I said, the Ratchet sections are tedious and annoying and long and just pointless. We should just be playing as Clank the entire game. I don't mind a little bit of a pace breaker, like every once in a while. Like, okay, you know, if you want to... Like, you can have us play Quark every once in a while or something, but when you make those extra scenes just not that fun, that becomes a problem. The Quark ones can be fun at first, and then you keep doing them, and you're like, why? Why do we have to suffer through this? I don't know why. I don't get what High Impact Games' entire idea was behind these games at all. You had great ideas, and then you just... Then you threw them out the fucking window for whatever reason. Well, not really that, but what they ended up doing was they'll take like a good idea and then they'll make you do that same good idea 3 or 4 times. And to be fair, this is exactly why I preferred Size Matters back when I was a kid. Because of the fact that at least it was just... Even though a lot of the time the game was annoying with things, like, you know, bosses would just take forever to kill. Late game bosses would take forever to kill. I could stomach that because of the fact that I still got to play a Ratchet game as is. I still got to play a platformer for fun. And now it's become, well, it's a mixed bag of different things that the devs want you to do. They want you to do a Quark? What? Fuck. They want you to do a Quark minigame. They want you to play Ratchet, you know, by himself, which is fine on paper. But no, you gotta... Both of those are fine on paper, but then it's like, here's this fucking rhythm game that goes on for way too long, and here's this stupid-ass Ratchet section that goes on for too fucking long. And like the main Clank sections, like the main stealth sections, aren't even really a big part of the game because everything is just this. It's just a big, giant box of have this and whatever. Which, again, like I said, on paper is perfectly fine. But the problem is, you make it to the point where it goes on for too fucking long. And that ruins the entire game. Luckily, we were able to leave the Ratchet section and continue, which is something they brought back from Size Matters. I think you can run into these. Yeah, you're supposed to. There we go. And this is the new Gadgetbot sections. Oh, yeah, it's Circle. Yeah, I know. No, the Gadgetbot sections aren't even really that bad either. To be completely fair with you. They're relatively fine. Just, again, sometimes... Some of them go on for too... Not necessarily the Gadgetbot sections, though. They're usually pretty alright. Except for, of course, the poker game one. Oh my dear God, dude. Whose fucking idea was it to make that shit go on for that long? I have no clue. Whoever it was, I hope they got fired because holy shit, man. You are a dumbass. You don't understand game design in the slightest at that point. Look, games can be anything. They can be as unique as you want, but when you make them unfun, then is it really a game anymore? Well, yes, but... Oh yeah, you can't touch water. So guess what you have to do? You have to Tower of Eddie. And that's pretty much it. Whenever you attack, like you actually do attack in this game, but whenever you do attack, it causes the other Gadgetbots to attack as well. So you don't have to use this to attack. You can. You know, it makes them into attack mode more often and protects you. At least it's supposed to. That said, I got a skill point for what? For beating it fast enough? And yeah, you can just skip all that shit and just go right back to the main game here. It's nice. Again, Size Matters did the same thing. You could theoretically just skip all that. Well, you'd have to beat it once, and then you can go back to main game. But if you're doing everything, like, Jesus Christ. And even just playing the game as is just like, holy fucking hell, man. Okay, do we either buy stuff for... I don't know why I can't just buy shit of my own. Okay. I don't know. That's just mostly Ratchet crap. Well, I probably had to skim over to find Clanks. That's fine. But anyway, we're now back into the actual Clank fun. And these are the best parts of the game. And when I say they're the best, I do mean that they're the best. And man, do they not have... Of all fucking things that overstays its welcome, how the hell did you not make the main game just actually stay long enough to be enjoyable for? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Like, if I was making this game, I wouldn't... And someone was like, oh, well, you gotta have Ratchet and Quark. And it's like, okay, fine, but we're not gonna make them overstay. Like, the main part of the game is gonna be stealth/action with Clank. And I want it to be optional, you know, stealth and stuff. I don't want to force that onto anybody, because especially since it's a Ratchet game. Like, I assume most people probably aren't gonna really want to bother with something like that too much. But I don't want to scare them off either, and I feel like they did a pretty good job with the stealth, arguably, I would say. Because, to be fair, it is still optional. It's just like Metal Gear, you know. You can, for the most part, get away with not having to do it if you so chose. And I will admit, I'm actually having a lot of fun right now, so that's a good thing. But... Oh, also the, them being alerted is also really nice to have too, because at least it tells me that, okay, more enemies have spawned, so then I know I don't get fucked over by things, which is really nice. And again, the weapon's being used as like a sort of cutting tool, or you'll see later we actually get more weapons we can use. They're really nice. And now here's our new trespasser type item, our new lock-picking item. It's not bad. No, it's probably one of the more nicer when it comes to lockpicking shit. It's better than it was in some games. So, essentially, you're just lining up colors, and that's all there is to that. You can flip it around. I'm just kind of being dumb. They usually tend to give you the colors you need, by the way. This is just kind of like a wild card. It just sort of deletes, I think, just pretty much whatever. It's a pretty easy minigame to kind of figure out, so there you go. But because it's an easy minigame to do, guess what we're doing? Probably a lot more of that. I think these are usually kind of hard to get past. If I just do that. Especially these ones. I'm just going to do that anyway. I don't want to waste ink too often, but hey. Yeah, it's funny. He's asleep, and then as soon as I do for a stealth attack, bro wakes up. I used to think those took too damn long to go through. I'm like, God damn, hurry up. But now I kind of enjoy them enough, so... I forgot to mention it, but you did see it earlier. You can't hover. It takes a bit before you can actually do it, but you can do it. And of course, later on in this game, there will be times where this minigame will get a little bit more difficult. So, be prepared for that. And if I happen to fuck it up, it's fine. Because I'll just rewind and we'll go from there. But yeah, you can see, like, sometimes it typically just gives you the color you need. I don't know why it needs to give us more color, but... just to make it more difficult, I guess. New weapon! Forget exactly what it's called, but it essentially is a new weapon. The Cufflink Bomb. Alright, this is basically your bomb of the game. And that's the best way I can put it. It just essentially is. It's just a glorified bomb. Alright, yeah, these are the Clank upgrades, and these are Ratchet. If it's red, it's Ratchet. It's blue, it's Clank. Let's get the Kung Fu Kick, I guess. Hollow Knuckles. Those are for us. Let's see, what does that give me? Lightning Speed mod? Nah. I think I'd rather get that instead. Get the Laser Raiders upgraded for Ratchet. Alright, cool. Now, I probably won't end up playing Ratchet too often. I may or may not, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, this is essentially your bombs. And they do just that. They bomb things. Prefer to use them on the turret guys instead, because it's a little bit stronger on them. And this is your new combo ability. It's a fourth hitting kick. It's pretty cool. Pretty useful, too. Yeah, it's kind of weird how the PSP games stuck with the idea that melee was actually something viable. which I find kind of interesting that, of all people, that would be the one to do it. Alright, B2. And then whenever you upgrade in this game, you typically get a pretty strong upgrade. So in this case, like, we now fire off, I think, 2 at a time. And it does showcase that on your ammo, by the way. Like, whenever you fire off a singular shot, it's going to waste 2 shots instead of just the singular one, so... I kind of wish it didn't, because later Ratchets make that a thing that doesn't do that. I should have probably stealthed him, but okay, it's fine. Look at that low quality fireball there. I've noticed that a lot in this PSP version. When they're showing off the demo, it was like really low quality. It's really weird. Yeah, other than that, like I said again, like this game, it's good. It really is. It truly is. Until you have to do things that you don't like to do. And then now it becomes, okay, why am I doing this type situation, you know? So, yeah, it's just how it is. And luckily, since we have the V2 upgrade, we can hit both twice in a row. I think this is, yeah, that's what I think it is, the Hunter Mine Gun, I think, for Ratchet. When I was a kid, I'm like, what the fuck's the point of picking up those weapons? I don't get it. It's because it's for Ratchet. Nah, I didn't really think too far ahead, I guess, about things. Wondering where it was, why I couldn't pick it up, or whatever. Yeah, I seen the yellow and purple one right after I did that. That's just me being dumb. Okay, cool. Like I said, you're going to be doing a lot of that. Oh yeah, I forgot you can do that. You can just hold circle and just leave it on them. And it'll blow them up. It's really cool, though. Like, they really thought about the weapons that Clank gets. They did a really good job with it. I'm genuinely surprised they put that much effort into something that you would think they wouldn't. It's so sad, though, too, because, like, Secret Agent Clank would be a much, much better game than Size Matters. Hell, it would just be a really good Ratchet game, or even just a really good stealth platformer game. But then they had to go and make everything last too fucking long to the point where you don't want to do it anymore. You don't want to play the game anymore because now you have to go through all this shit, you know? It's like, oh, dude. There's too much variety. Especially for Quark shit. Alright, so Quark minigames. Well, this is one of them, though. There's plenty. You'll see. I think he has infinite ammo, I think. Maybe. Except for that. I don't know. Basically, just run around and shoot the guy. And there you go. I think there's skill points for not getting hit or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Just stay with Strafe, and when he comes back and flies back on the ground, just like that one guy from Size Matters, then you're going to want to just go for combo potential, because, as you can tell, the blasters just don't do very much damage, because this game's fucking... Because high-impact games, for some reason, decided to say, you know what makes Ratchet and Clank fun? Not doing any damage whatsoever. Because, yeah, that's what people want to play with. Yeah. I was going to say, why am I stuck? I can't do anything. I think now he summons enemies, I think. Probably. Wait, oh, that blue bar's my health bar. Isn't it? Is it? Come on. Yeah, I don't know why they need to show that off. I think you're supposed to just punch the shit out of them? I don't know. Because there's not much I can do. Oh. It's kind of hard to do that when it just doesn't aim properly at it, so... Not the easiest thing to... where are they? Oh, okay, I see. I gotcha. I get there was maybe 1 or 2 Quark sections. I don't think it would be all that bad. But no. It's never that easy. Oh, that is my health. Okay. Forgot I even had health, to be honest with you. And now we gotta punch him back. Okay, so it does actually lock on slightly. Okay. Well, silly me then. I think that pad just charges up your shit more so than it actually gives you health back. Yeah, okay. There we go. So maybe I've just been playing this game wrong all these years and didn't even realize. Funny enough. Ow, you motherfucker. That's my fault because, again, I'm not playing the best way I should be playing, technically speaking. Like, I was bound to get hit if I fuck up. I'm not starting over. I'm just gonna rewind. At least the ninjas disappear whenever you happen to die. Big giant laser fight. There we go. Cool. Big giant monster bad. Yeah, you might want to back off. And then run straight into a fucking object. Oh, I forgot that's a thing you can do, is reflect things back. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why High Impact had good ideas, but then just threw them away sometimes. Or just fucked them all up. I don't know. What a weird little company they are, aren't they? Alright, we're not going to be able to play this one fully because I don't have a lot of time to do so, but we'll get as much as I can. And hey, we're back to just playing regular Clank now, so that's good. Something else you'll probably end up noticing is that this game tends to have a lot of cutscenes. Oh, this is the dance rhythm section, isn't it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Just when I had the chance to have fun, they took it away. And there's, of course, like one of the... Kind of late to talk about it now, but one of the piranha plant thingies from Crash. Alright, so this is built on a health bar, and yes, the diamonds are D-pad. Essentially, the idea is to, well, get her hurt a lot through different methods. So, I don't remember it being that bad in comparison to the first one we did, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Now, what's kind of funny, I guess you could say, is the fact that they're robots. Why would it hurt her anyway? I don't know. But Clank takes... I mean, robots can take damage, but... I don't know if it would really hurt. If they feel any pain or not. Yeah, I'm just fucking all kinds of things up. I guess this one makes sense for it to be so long because there's different things you could technically just hit her with. And at least the rhythm sections themselves don't seem to be that long. So that's good. But dear God, you know, like, we've already done one in the same... We've already done... This is the second rhythm game we've done in the entire video. Just as is. God damn. The hell? Sorry, I'm choking on spit again. I tend to be doing that a lot. Holy fuck. Ah. I should have muted the mic, but I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm even yawning. I'm just like, fuck, hurry up. Ugh. Well, at the very least, I guess you could say, like, you know, the game itself is not super long, so... I guess that makes up for it. But again, replay value is very low, considering the fact that shit like this exists. Like, why the hell would I want to go back through all this crap on challenge mode? But at least once you beat challenge mode, you can just go back to the levels to get anything you might have missed. It just never stops, does it? It never does. Holy shit. Well, Clank sure stops from moving. But at least they realize the error of their ways with the second part of it, where it's like, alright, you don't have to play, you don't have to do the rhythm parts for too long themselves. Hopefully this is it. It probably isn't, because it never is. I can't wait to just start doing everything again. Going back and retracing our steps. The idea is interesting, but it's not really the most well executed when you do it all the fucking time. Like, Jesus criminy. Alright. It's finally done. How'd that hurt? Not hurt Clank? I don't know. Oh, jeez, man. And now we're back to Gadgetron shit. Like, Gadgetbot shit. Like, we didn't have any time to fucking... Oh, no, never mind. We're doing this section now. These ones are not bad to play either. Honestly, you do have bombs you can use for weapons, which is nice. I don't think you can speed up. You can slow down, though. The square. Yeah, the whole point of this is just, well, snowboarding. And I like Sonic Adventure snowboarding, so I think... Oh, yeah, circle, it shoots it behind you. You don't shoot in front of you. Get off my ass, dude. I think that counts as experience, I hope. Be careful with punching, because you might end up sending yourself too far. And fudging yourself up. Get off me, dude. God damn. I don't think holding down the bomb is going to do anything different. Alright, cool. We can get them to break shit for us. Yeah, holding the bomb doesn't do anything. These parts are pretty easy, but can you guess what I'm going to say about it? They're a little bit... They overstay their welcome. Except for the parts that you want to play. The actual platforming. Holy moly. Like, in all technicality, you could just argue, like, well, at the very least, I mean, it's a stealth game. It's not really a platformer. Thus, why everything is so, I guess, filled with a variety of different things to do. Because the idea of Clank is a stealth section. You can play it like a platformer, but it works better as a stealth game because that's what it's supposed to be. And I would say, yeah, sure, of course, but... I kind of wish that I could just play that part more often than not. That's like if Metal Gear 1 was mostly just a... Or, God forbid, Metal Gear 2... The entirety of it was just, alright, well here's this part where we take pictures of everything, and then you'll get to play a little bit of a stealth section, and then you gotta go do the swimming section. And then just kind of rinse, lather, repeats. And there's like a dancing rhythm minigame for most of the game, and you play as Snake again, instead of just the, the tanker part. You play him again, and he has to fight giant monsters or some shit. And there's a snowboard section. Because why not? Now keep in mind that this is Secret Agent Clank, so it's the entire aspect of this entire thing is just, it's an action movie. It's a James Bond sort of movie thing, a secret spy movie. So you're probably going to have moments like this that are going to be very movie-oriented, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's a fucking video game. You know what parts are fun. Why not let them just be fun? But no, you got to make everything else just be so fucking long. For no reason. We would have been done by now. if there's a Sonic Adventure or something like that. But no, we're not allowed to be done. And like I said, wow, the snowboarding sections are quite interesting and quite fun. But holy fuck, I wish they would end! That's the entirety of this game. Well, I think it's over now. Or not. Who am I kidding? Of course it fucking isn't. Yeah, you can't throw any bombs in front of you, unfortunately, I don't think. Hug! Bro, this is making me want to go out and go grocery shopping because I'm so fucking tired of this crap. Jesus criminy. I probably should. It's Sunday. I should probably go get some stuff. Oh, 1, 2. Oh, it's done. Ugh. Yeah, count how many different variety of things we had to do that entire time. And imagine being a kid and playing this and being like, oh, great. Just like Besides Matters, I gotta go do these challenges again. I gotta go do the extra challenges so I can feel rewarded for all this shit. Instead of just skipping to do the story crap. Yeah. Oh, I know. Case files. What was that for again? I forgot. Also, if I've been having some weird issues where it's like, oh, by the way, the save file doesn't work. Oh, this shows you where all the bolts you're missing are at. Yeah, where it's like, oh yeah, the save file kind of messed up. It's not synced right. If that budges up my save file, I'm just gonna quit the Let's Play full on. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all next time when we play some more Ratchet. Well, technically Secret Agent Clank, I guess. I'm curious. What happens if I quit the Ratchet sections? You have to do it. Okay. Anyway, that's it. See you guys next time, and take care, everybody.